I'm gonna tell you the truth because your mom won't. You look broke, and unfortunately, this is destroying your opportunities, both professionally, romantically, and socially. Today, guys, I'm going over some mistakes that make people look broke, even if they've got a ton of cash in the bank. Number one, you're overweight or sloppy. People don't respect people that don't take care of themselves physically, because when they see somebody that's overweight or a little bit sloppy, it automatically makes them think no discipline. Combine that with the fact that there's a direct correlation between obesity and poverty. The more poor you are, a lot of times the more obese you are or overweight for a few reasons, all right? Number one, the food quality that you're consuming is worse because cheap, shitty food is worse for you. You don't move as much. You're not as educated. You also just don't pay attention to taking care of your body, all right? Do better, gentlemen. Number two is your car. It's filthy. Nothing screams, I'm broke, like a dirty car. Dirty inside, dirty outside. If you got a bunch of trash inside, do better. If you got a dirty car on the outside, if it's all filthy and you can like draw in it, do better. It doesn't matter what you're driving, but keep whatever you're driving clean. While we're at it, we might as well talk about your crib, your apartment, your house, your room, your bedroom, whatever it is. Chaos looks poor. It looks low class. It looks like you just don't care. You've got to keep it clean. You've got to make your bed. You got to make sure you don't have a bunch of chaos and clutter. Bad body language, poor posture, whether or not you're sitting, you're standing, right? You're not looking people in the eye. If you're walking with confidence, like you got somewhere to be, boom, people automatically see you and they're like, oh, he means business, all right? He's confident. When you've got weak body language, it makes you look weak, it makes you look basic, it makes you look broke and busted, like your suit. Nothing says, yo, I'm a brokey, like a bad suit, all right? So here's what makes a bad suit. If it's big, if it's baggy, if it's boxy, horrible. If the sleeves are too long and it's like covering like part of your arm, this is the wrong size. You gotta either A, size down, right? Wear the smaller size, or have the cuffs tailored. You want a ½ inch of shirt cuff showing. And in terms of length, right? When you put that jacket on, right here, boom, hands to the side and cup. All right, right there. That is how long your jacket should be. If you've got to reach down or it's up here, the jacket is the wrong size. A few other things, guys. You got to remember, it is all about the tailoring. The pants can't be big and baggy and puddling down around your ankle, around your cheap shoes. You've got to do better. A few other things, right? The fabric. If it's super shiny or looks super just like polyester or synthetic, this is bad, all right? Nice suits aren't synthetic. They are wool or a blend of cotton, linen, some other type of natural fabric and fiber. It also should drape on your body, all right? Spend a little bit more money in getting it tailored properly so you don't look broke. But you've also got to not wear cheap shoes, which is the next thing that makes dudes look super broke. Here's the deal. Guys, your shoes matter so much. You can automatically look successful or broke simply by the footwear that you're actually wearing. You got to make sure they're not dirty, they are not scuffed, they are appropriate for the outfit that you're actually wearing. If it doesn't match, it doesn't work. Discolored armpits in a shirt, whether or not it is a button-up or a t-shirt, it automatically makes you look broke, all right? I'm just telling you. You've also got to make sure that the clothing is pressed. If it's wrinkled, it doesn't matter if you spend $300 on a shirt, you look broke. Your hair also can make you look broke, all right? So what makes your hair look broke? Number one is over-producting your hair. If it looks weighted down or greasy or oily, it automatically makes you look cheap and a little bit broke. And because I don't want that to happen, I want to give you a deal that you're not going to be able to pass up, right? Right now, for a limited time, $20, you're going to get a full-size sea salt spray. Sea salt spray is one of the things that you can use. Everybody should be using it as a pre-styler. A few squirts in your hair after the shower, and then you apply your product. Speaking of product, the next product I'm going to give you is the ½ ounce texture powder. Texture powder is a game changer in terms of weightless volume. A little bit of sprinkle, right in there, boom. Your hair, volume, soft and sexy. It doesn't look weighted down. You can also restyle it throughout the day. You're getting that as well. And I'm also giving you our Bold shampoo. It's a bourbon shampoo that is masculine and rich, and guys absolutely love it. $20. You're getting all 3 of those products for $20 if you hit that special link down below. Guys, you got to go through the link in order to grab it. You're getting a full-size salt, a half-ounce texture powder, and the bourbon shampoo for $20. Do not wait. It's going to make your hair look better, and you are going to save some money because, once again, I don't want you to actually be broke. That's why I'm giving you an incredible deal. Speaking of deal, let's talk about dealing with hair loss. Something else that makes you look broke. Bad toupees automatically make you look cheap and busted. Also, a comb over. It doesn't work. Boom! Dirty fingernails, right? Nothing says I work with my hands and I just don't make much money like having dirty, nasty nails. Whether or not they're bitten or they're crusty and dirty, it's gross. And your feet, right? Those nails down there, if they're funky and nasty, it also makes you look nasty and disgusting. Something else that's disgusting is man sandals. Like, think of anything that your dad or your weird Uncle Barry would wear. Don't do it. It's a bad move, right? This includes like little boy polos, like just unstylish like patterns or actually speaking of super loud, obnoxious things, let's talk about designer logos. Gucci, Supreme, doesn't matter. It looks cheap and it makes you look broke. Rich people, high quality, high value people do not wear a bunch of designer labels. It's all the broke people that are carrying the super designer handbags and have all the Gucci this and that. Gentlemen, the deal is it's about subtle, understated style. You don't need big labels. You don't need to spend a ton of cash in order to look like $1 million. Some other things that make you look broke. Always bitching and complaining and whining about money. You may be broke, but you don't need to broadcast it to people, all right? One of the other things you've got to understand that even if you are broke right now, you shouldn't admit it to anybody. It actually makes people perceive you as less valuable. It also makes people not want to invest in you, all right? Something else, and speaking of investing, is get-rich-quick schemes, multi-level marketing, this and that. Those things that people do in order to make money like fast and quick and easy and try to like do the whole like networking thing, and they join something and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna sell these vitamins, and then they call all their friends and their relatives and they're like, hey, you gotta try these vitamins, right? And then they're like, no, I don't want to. And it makes you look desperate and like you're just looking for an easy way out. Can some people make money at those? Maybe, but most people don't. Getting sloppy drunk makes you look broke because mature, responsible guys that have their shit together, they don't, right? They control themselves. They don't go out. They don't make a mess of themselves. They don't get blackout drunk. It makes you look broke, gentlemen. I'm just telling you. Something else is obsessing about women. All right? Whether or not it's big old boobies, or it's always looking at porn, or it's always making comments, or it's always just being inappropriate, it makes you look broke. I'm just saying. And tattoos. If you want to look broke fast, get a bunch of tattoos all over your body. Now, I know it's trendy, I know it's popular, but in my opinion, it makes you look cheap, busted, and broke. Not that there's anything wrong with it, not that you are, but that's just a perception. People see people with a bunch of tattoos and have a perception that they are a little bit lower value. Something else I would just like to throw out there is anything extreme in terms of piercings all over your face makes you look broke and busted, and any type of extreme hair color. Personally, I think it's not something that a mature, responsible, successful guy does. How many super successful dudes do you know with blue hair? Like 0. And last but certainly not least is fake flexing. So this one is tricky, and in the world of social media, it's a little bit more prevalent than you realize. But a lot of the people that you see that are posting all the pictures of all the stuff, all the cars, all the trips, all the private jets, they're actually broke as hell. And they're showing you this just to get you to buy something that they're actually selling, whether or not it's a course or it's a lifestyle or whatever. The fact is, guys, people that are truly killing it and aren't broke aren't posting all the shit they're buying on credit.